making our afternoon cow check in the rain and mist. I had about 3 first calf heifers calved the last 2 days, so I need to check and make sure they're doing okay. And then we had a cow off by herself this morning at the creek place. We'll have to check on her. There's a new baby. Right against the fence there. Hopefully he slows down and lets his mama catch up with him. There'll be days like that. Went to a one-room schoolhouse in a little village called Mammoth, which no longer even exists. At that time there was 2 general stores, a post office, a grade school that housed all 8 grades. Pretty cool place to grow up, even though I didn't realize it at the time. All 8 grades in one room, 1 teacher. And, she'd spend a little while teaching the first graders, and then she'd spend a little while teaching the second graders. By the time she got to 8th grade, they had had a pretty good review of the first 7 years before she got to them. It's a good learning environment because of the repetition. You hear the same thing over and over for 8 years, you're a little more likely to learn it. We played softball, dodgeball, tag, army. We'd pretend to have wars. We did have pretend guns that we made out of wood most of the time. You could bring guns to school, but you weren't allowed to play with them at recess unless it was a special time, like right after Christmas, where all the boys had gotten guns for Christmas. The teacher would let us, do target practice at recess. I remember one year when most of us got guns, we took our guns to school with her permission, of course. We had to store them in the cloak closet. And we asked her if we'd get them out at recess, do some target shooting, and she said we could as long as we were careful. And so we did. We got them out. Most of us had 22s or 410 shotguns. And then the teacher, who we thought was an ancient woman at that time, but she's a middle-aged woman, she come out and outshot all of us boys, which was a pretty severe dig at our ego at that time. Schools were quite a bit different back then. Okay, here's this cow with a big calf. I don't believe I'm going to be able to get close enough to hit. It's kind of across. Close enough to even try to tag it, but it's dried off and sucking. That one was the one that I recorded this morning that was in labor. Thought she would have it on her own, and she did have it on her own, all right. So everybody's good there. Still missing a cow. Got one more to go, and I think she's probably got a new baby as well. We heated the school with a huge pot-bellied wood stove right in the middle, and of course the buildings were not insulated or anything in, so the kids that sat next to the stove would just sweat all day long. And if you sat a couple of rows from the stove, you'd freeze to death all day long. Men of the community would cut wood to supply the schoolhouse with wood for the winter. anywhere near it either. So we're just gonna have to let them bond, not bother them. But I'm still missing one cow. I may be miscounted, but there's one more woods over here that I need to see. Okay, let's count them again. I think I'm missing one, but I'm not sure. One. I think I'm miscounted. I think they're all here now. If I've got two over the hill. Because I'm at 29 there. Yeah, 30, 31. Okay. They're all here. It would help if you were a farmer if you could count to 31. Okay, now we're off to the creek place to find the one cow that was off by herself this morning when I fed, which indicated to me she probably was going to have a calf today. Beef meeting at school tonight. We're going to have a high-powered economist from the university down to speak. And you know why God created economists? To make weathermen look good. Here we are at the creek place. Because it's been so wet, I'll probably have to put it in four-wheel drive just to get back to the cows. The creek place stays kind of muddy anyway, even during drier weather. I don't know if you can see it, the creek has kind of gotten up a little bit. We haven't gotten a lot of rain today, probably another half inch, but things are so wet, it doesn't take a lot to get the creek going good. And here's the nut. I had 3 new baby calves born here last night, and luckily I got all 3 of them tagged this morning. But there was one cow that was off by herself, didn't come in to eat when I unrolled hay for the rest of the cows, and she's just visually really close to calving, so I'm hoping she has calved by now and she had it all right, and that we can find her too. Sometimes they go in these dense woods down here and I can't find them until they lead their calf out the next day or two into the open. Now this morning when she was off by herself, she was in the edge of the woods right here, so many times they come back to the same place where they kind of already made their nest or whatever, but I don't see her. Normally I would get out and walk the woods, but I have a broken toe right now, so I'm nursing back to health. You know, we hope that there's no problems in calving and everything, and down here at the creek place, this happens a lot where I can't find, we got probably 80, 90 acres of really dense woods down here. So if they get way back in the woods, I mean, you even on foot, they hide so well you can't find them. So the sun's supposed to shine tomorrow. If she has it all right, she will bring it with her when I unroll hay in the morning, and that's just what we have to do. We have to hope that nature has let her have the calf with no problems, which 95% of them do. It's rare that you have a problem calving. You know, sometimes it's coming backwards, or there's a front leg that's back or something, and you have to assist the cow to ensure that both her and the baby live. First calf heifers are generally the ones that might have problems calving, but older cows can have problems too if it's not coming right.